There are real challenges to simulated phishing and security awareness training solutions. Today we're going to share how to reduce the amount of time your team will spend associated with setup, management, and execution of these solutions, as well as how to meet regulatory and cyber liability insurance requirements with detailed and automated reporting, automated policy for your simulated phishing and security awareness training program. Hi, I'm Nate, and this is Anjali from MyTech Partners. Welcome to an episode of MyTech Co-Managed IT Services, where today we're going to be discussing simulated phishing and security awareness training solutions. Now let's get started. Anjali, there's four main items that we identified that are really important relative to phishing and security awareness training. The first one is simulated but also randomized phishing campaigns. And a lot of these phishing solutions send the same email to the entire organization every month. Can you talk about how this solution is different and why it's important to not do that?
Sure. So this platform actually helps send randomized phishing campaigns, which means that people from the same organization would get different campaigns at different times. That helps with minimizing water cooler discussions of, did you get this? I got this. And also it helps not skew up the results. So this platform really helps with making sure that people are able to spot campaigns and not fall prey to the lure links.
All right, so can you show us a little bit about the different components of the tool as it works for phishing?
Sure. So I'm in the portal, and this is where I've taken one demo instance, and it shows me all of the users. It shows me when they have clicked on these lure links. The best part about this is also, if they do click on a lure link, then they do get phished again. It's more of an automated retargeting, just so that again they become more aware of are they able to spot the campaign or not. And these are based on real life situations, just so that it provides more education on the campaigns and not falling prey to real phishing links. So this page actually helps to also set what levels of difficulty you want to send campaigns based on, and you can select that, choose which users you want, and then send it on.
So that's an extra piece as far as things you can do, as far as you can send extra emails. But what I love about it is the intent of this program, of any program like this, but is to actually increase the awareness of users so they don't click on the phishing link. So I love that it does automated retargeting, as that screen was just illustrating. So if they do click on something, they're going to get phished again to see if they actually learned the lesson.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah, that's
exactly
that's
right.
beautiful. I love that. So okay, so now, I mean, part of that is simulated phishing is only one component, because business email compromise is still one of the top threats that face end users today, and that's really where phishing helps a lot, is to increase awareness around that. But that is not the only threat that we need to make sure that our end users are educated around. So that's where security awareness training comes into play, to be able to touch on the other categories. So can you illustrate and show some of the other categories relative to security awareness training?
Sure. So security awareness training is where we want to encourage participation, right? So we want people to click on the training link and take the training. So this platform helps with the categories already being set for you. So if you see over here, it shows you different categories for digital data, as well as like passwords, as well as physical security, as well as how do you protect sensitive data, things like that. This tab also shows you which are all the courses that are due, so you can actually set it and forget it. Automatically every month these training campaigns go out. It shows you which are due, it shows you which is active and which are upcoming. The interesting part about this, it also sends you reminders for the ones that you haven't taken, and it takes you back to the link where the first training that is scheduled for you. So it shows you how many are on schedule, how many completed, and how many started.
Yeah, so that's nice, because I mean, I'm sure we all get too much email, and it's very easy for us to forget to take some training, and so this will help remind us. So that's good to make sure, again, from an automated way, to make sure that everyone's being reminded. I also like it that you mentioned, Anjali, that it goes back. So if you missed a course, so let's say last month I didn't even do any of my training, and I get the new training reminder this month, it'll actually take me back to the month that I missed. So it's going to make sure that I get through all the training, as opposed to just that 1 month. So I know that was something that I like about the solution that our old solution didn't do. So thanks for illustrating that. So, but now that we've been phishing our end users and testing them, and we've been sending security awareness training programs to them, now we need to get to the point where, how do I know if people are doing anything? How do I know if we're meeting some of the compliance? And this is one of the things for those of you listening, that oftentimes regulatory requirements, if any of them adhere to, you're subject to them, you need to have a policy that you can put into your policy library that says this is what we're doing for your phishing and security awareness training. And you need to you need to show proof of execution. So have reports that you can demonstrate either for review so you can take action on them, but also that you can at least put into a folder saying, hey, yeah, we are measuring this and looking at this on a regular basis. Can you talk about that?
Sure. So this tab actually has different reports. The most popular one is like the training status report, and this report shows you when was the start date, when was the end date, and how many have completed. It also gives details of when exactly it was sent and how many were completed and how many are still to come. So it shows you the whole schedule for the year if you have set it that way, which is super, super helpful. Also, I want to show the IT policy. So this actually helps with compliance and regulatory requirements, where it talks about what are all the planned training programs, as well as whose responsibility is it. It talks about what are the terms and definitions, and this helps with making sure that this is in the library for all regulatory and compliance requirements, but also it has good information about data retention and the training, as well as the phishing program.
All right, Anjali. So one of the things that I really like about this, and if I'm a manager who's ultimately the accountable person in the organization for reviewing these reports or making sure that we're adhering to our policy, I know that if it was me, I'm not going to remember to manually log into this portal and check it on a regular basis. So how can this solution help me have visibility to the things that I'm supposed to be doing as a manager relative to making sure our organization is adhering to our policy of security awareness training?
Sure. So for ease of that, we can actually schedule monthly reports to go to whoever needs to get these reports. So interestingly, you can also send reports to Cloud Radial, another platform where it can hold monthly reports. You can also add new recipients who should be added, and they will get monthly reports on a scheduled basis. There's no need to come and pull reports on demand, even though you can do that if need be, but automatically the reports would go to the person concerned.
Perfect. And for those of you, I like the little plug that Anjali said about Cloud Radial, because if you subscribe to other solutions in our co-managed offering, that is a place where we can send all of your centralized reports from all the different solutions, as well as interact with the ticketing system. So thanks for the subtle plug there, Anjali. That was very nice. All right, so we've fished our team, we've trained our team, we've gotten reporting and compliance completed. You'd like to think we're done, but there's one last piece that I think is actually kind of like the icing on the cake, so to speak, of this solution, and that a lot of other solutions that we've explored and that we've used are really intensive from a management perspective. You're having to spend a lot of time on a regular basis to set it up, to maintain it, to manage it and maintain it. So Anjali, can you share how easy this solution is? And maybe if you have an anecdotal example of something of what we had to deal with in the past, but ultimately show how easy is this solution to use.
Sure. So earlier, when we used different solutions, it took like a full-time person to send these reports manually every single month, separately for training and separately for phishing, which took a lot of time and effort. Also, not to mention that there were times where we missed a couple. And we would have clients come back to us to say, we didn't get it.
Because we're all busy, right? It happens. You forget stuff, right?
Exactly. And that's why this portal helps with setting everything up for the whole year, which is great, as well as everything goes out automatically. The campaigns go out automatically. The reports go out automatically. You can come in and check whenever you want on the status, but otherwise everything is just automatic. The other part of this is also where earlier, if we had new people who joined the organization, how do they get the campaigns? How do they get up to date with all of the campaigns that were sent previously, right? We need this for compliance and regulatory purposes. So again, this platform, when it sends you the links, it sends you the link to the first one that was supposed to be sent to your company. So new people, new hires, they can actually get up to date with everything, and that helps with making sure that they also are in alignment with the company policy and objectives. So that works great.
Yeah, so show because I know there's some key things that you've shown. So let's show them in the portal how easy it is and what makes it really simple to use.
Right. So from an admin perspective, if you see how do we add users? So earlier in different portals, we had to manually add users. Here, the best part is you can sync users from O365. So again, new hires, when they get added, when they are added to O365, they get synced here automatically, so they get the next campaigns. Again, from an admin perspective, we don't have to worry about adding them or not missing them. At the same time, you can add users manually if you need to, but everything is synced, everything is ready. You'll see that all of them are active. Same way when users leave the organization, once they're removed from O365, it gets removed from here. So it makes administration really easy.
So yeah, you don't have to worry about checking a box or unchecking a box. They automatically get enrolled into the simulated and random phishing.
Correct.
And then they also get all of the curriculum for the entire year, regardless of when they started. And as an IT admin, all you need to do is create their user account, and just like you would have to do for anything else you're doing, and it automatically works.
Absolutely correct.
Love it. All right. We hope you enjoyed this MyTech Co-Managed IT Service episode on simulated and random phishing, as well as security awareness training. If this session was helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel for future MyTech content. And feel free to check out mytech.com for more resources on Microsoft 365, cybersecurity, digital productivity, strategic IT planning, and everything else we do to make IT easy for our clients. Thanks again for watching, and we hope to see you again soon. But until then, be productive and stay secure.